I was kind of out of the feng shui. I didn't even know what the heck was going on. Live.
How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the Tree of Life. Welcome to Biomutant. Let's see.
I just did. Like moss piss.
That must be the world
I get
where
it
the
though.
chew
Yeah,
Out-of-Date's leg. You'd
that's
need a
marking your
handful to bring
territory.
that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first nor the
Oh,
last village it'll leave in its wake. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive. He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to other enclaves, but never expected one to come all the way here. He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart. Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions.
That's a spark of light in you!
That's right. Smack that spark out before it starts.
You don't have to be so harsh. It's such a little spark.
Take it out now while it's small.
There's always another spark.
Damn. As soon as whoever that was left, all I hear is yes.
There's Out of Date again. He must have missed something important. Out of Date says you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe, and there are two nearby. The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as they act on the understanding of the greater good and have a code of honor. Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is worse than ever, teetering on the brink of war. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world, and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way.
Put the what?
Out of Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side.
Mayani. Tamuk Gabamuktab.
He believes the tribe Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and
Kutuvun Poputore.
Myriad is convinced that defeating the World Eaters is the only way the world can be saved, but they've been forced to focus on their right.
Farfarifto. Tuka Kubu. Momombusu. Dolomawawanya.
Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe. Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be?
No. Was Sig.
What odd things can happen to you? It's a bridge. Just get over it. They've destroyed this area. muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the tribe war began. That's the Jagni tribe's fort. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war, or part of the problem. Let's see.
Mark your territory.
On over there.
Mark it.
Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. They've already got word of an intruder, so he guesses the Sifu must be very interested in meeting you.
Zata is the muy totloho. Kariesne zdatse. Paro, ya put
The Jagni tribe wants to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. They want to vanquish the tribes, as the only way they can guarantee peace is through supremacy. The Sifu is determined to let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life, as it's part of their strategy to cleanse the world and start anew.
Vlad Mali Muzamit.
He welcomes you to the Jagni fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu.
Tankremo Iglezed.
The news of a cold-blooded Ronin crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 preceded you.
Paro.
He's referring to your rampage through Bunker 101. It seems you don't mind a bit of blood on your hands. That's something you have in common.
Igles moy toxedra. Unavoch ni tlohoni.
He understands that sometimes we need to lose ourselves to find ourselves. But he's glad you chose to come here.
Ives ye directly dekle. Od listen in your way.
There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted.
Ives ye directly dekle. Zivo. Ale.
Sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu disciples.
Perfetta. Zanamach. Nezdatsne okoni.
There were 6 of them, but the unity fell apart after Lupa Lupin attacked the old village. Soon after, they formed new tribes based on their own values, and when the Blight started, the animosity escalated to war.
Dolo. Tada apinosko.
The Sifu says it's time to set the past aside, at least for now. Unrest is sweeping the land, and there are rivals in all directions.
Tada nezdatsne okoni. Padafu uflete.
Jagni doesn't want a new unity between the tribes. Their goal is to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. Says there is some darkness in the best of us, even you, and suggests you embrace that side of you and help them vanquish the tribes and let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life.
Zivot. Na oko. Kiza. Na zenakas pipatne.
He wasn't sure you'd do that, but it seems your mind took control of that big heart of yours. That's a sign of strength.
Ite reki. Usisi. Orzekali.
The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, he's confident you can vanquish the other tribes. The one he wants to deal with first is the Myriad tribe.
Zenakas pipad snatste. Zum ilem dat nete.
The Myriad are too good to be true. They might believe in the greater good and a code of honor, but uniting the tribes and saving the Tree of Life won't change anything. You must stop living in the past.
o visoko dulatsi ne zoom ilem dat nete.
Their kin must put an end to the war before war puts an end to them. It'll cost bruises and broken bone, but they refuse to be the victim here.
Novi, pada fu uflete zanamach.
They have no intention of letting this drag out, or they'll run the risk of teaching the enemy their art of war. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of.
AFK attack. Yeah.
He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen.
Tankremo zanamach. Odlisen inyovi.
Even if you see the world differently, you must hit them as soon and as hard as you can. The outcome of this war is up to you.
Totloho zanamach. Skuni.
Tells you not to be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you. Claim the rival outposts and earn the right to wield the tribe weapon.
Paro.
Once you've conquered the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu for control of their territory, tribe weapon, and kin.
Na zenakas pipatne. Skuni. Tada.
Your Muma taught each disciple a weapon. She never intended it for hunting nor war, but lately the art of defense has been shadowed by relentless attack.
Paro.
Seeing you brings back his memories of the old village.
Nistatsne okoni. Onis purenos odliseni.
Jagni doesn't want a new unity between the tribes. Their goal is to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared.
Diviziete reclidete. Na oko kiza.
He remembers your kind and unselfish soul, and can sense you still have it in you, the will to do good.
Yeti rekle zoom ilem dat nete.
Anyway, you'll pass your old village on your way to the first rival outpost, but we've got no time to be sentimental. War doesn't wait.
Onis purenos odliseni.
He can't blame you for not remembering, but he can sense the stillness of something lost. Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurled. You're in pain. You learn faster now. Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. Let's see. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He asks how you are today. Then he wants you to know that if you find yourself going through bad times, you should just keep going. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. Goop says some choose to be lonely because no one understands what they're going through. If that's you, he'll try to help you if you let him. He thinks you should really know how to swim by now. Knowing how to swim won't solve life's hard problems, but at least one of them won't be drowning. He says that wasn't too bad, was it? He says a feeling that you're going to drown is a great reminder of the need to learn how to swim. But you need practice, lots of practice. You need to rely on those who somehow know how to teach, those willing to bend down and help you pick up your boots. You just need more time in the surf. That's the only way you'll ever learn how to swim.
I'm probably going to be AFK every now and then because I am on
Let anyone know
like
you
mattress
can't swim.
duty or
He
car sheet
assumes
duty.
that's what you meant. Judging by your Mooma's look,
My mom cleaned up
the
the was cleaning up the mats from the car because they were dirty. So now we're leaving them out to dry so we can put them back later. I'm just keeping an eye on them until they actually dry.
You still have a lot to prove. You should know, practice makes perfect. She says nobody is perfect. That's why you practice. She'll see you at the village square. She understands, but sometimes you need to do what you have to and not what you want to. Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. Asks how you're feeling today. He's learned that things are never as bad as they seem. You'll feel better in the morning. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on. It's your own future you're risking by not caring for the environment. The next generation will pay for the mistakes of the last. You should look for things that are recyclable. It shouldn't take you too long to find some. Sometimes he's an expert, but sometimes he just does what's right. He can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. But that's his point, to take something useless, change it, and put it to good use again. He'd love to teach you to upcycle, and the scrap you found would be a good start. You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon. He says you don't really need a weapon when you're born one. He understands, but hopes you won't be needing it anytime soon. Gizmo doesn't mind sharing. What's his is yours, and what's yours is his. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience. You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village square right away. She suggests you better hurry up then. You won't get far with that attitude. She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself before... She says it's not only about this moment and where you were going. You have to find yourself first, then everything else will follow. You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs you to follow her. She worries about you. Sometimes you get lost in your own world, where the only thing that matters is you. They look determined. Better watch out. He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going. He's not scared of anything, least of all you. There's no way they'll let you pass. He
You guys
wants
trying to play
know
Nexus
who you
Blitz?
think you are.
Or no?
He says you're right. Nobody can tell him what he can and can't do, and that includes you.
Well, I fucked up.
She asks if you're hurt. What happened? She's there for all disciples. That's her commitment as
Settings
Sifa.
for action.
And when she needs them, they're there for her and each other. The most important thing is that you're okay.
My weapon!
It's time to focus on your training
Bitch.
now. She suggests that you forgive your enemies. Nothing annoys them more. Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best. Seeing you always puts a smile on your Popsy's face. He wants to know how you're feeling. He knows growing up is hard, and things will continue to go wrong as you become older and figure out how to make... He asks if you could help him, too, before you leave for training. He suggests you get going and find him gadgets and ideas. He's curious to see what you found. He can work wonders with pretty much anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. He says it's about time you learned how and offers to teach you, starting with the scrap you found. The style might be too edgy for his taste, but it looks sharp on you. You should take it with you, wear it. Your Muma says it's about time you got here.
Andro?
Says being on time would be better yet.
Sadurutu. Kanamunta.
She says she is eager to get started. You don't have much time left before the sun goes down.
Tukonda. Bolakamun brutna.
But there's enough time left for repetition, and you need it. Training dummies don't hit back.
Amun. Kanyala nodoro.
You might not be ready to take on someone with smarts yet. Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you.
Gendrana mala.
You should just keep working and you'll do well.
Kentsib. Inadabsunka.
Been working on a present for you, with the help of Gizmo and Wiz.
Kanamunt. Asil natu.
You should go see him and find out what it is. You've deserved it. Reminds you that the best way to get someone to do things is for you to thank them.
That's a tutorial, man. This is still a tutorial.
Catchy. Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing. It's wonderful. Thinks you could say that about everything. She hopes you have better days ahead. A piece of Scraptronics like this has built-in old-world tech that makes it a potent communication device. It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll follow wherever you go and see whatever. You should think of it as watching over you when she can't. Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder. It's been a long day. Everything ends, both good and bad. Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Nothing could stop Luca Lupin from setting the world on fire. Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. That's just adding fuel to the flames.
got tired of waiting.
Give it a
To
last
Nexus.
burst and you'll make it.
Yeah, but I've been sitting here for like 20 minutes. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I'm bored. Play.
Mustiikinuukka.
Your
Sana jove.
Lupa Lupin is a problem older than you.
Kanaruta. Sana jotutuku.
Whatever happens, you need to know she loves you. And everything she's done has been to protect
Laurent
you,
came back.
your
Laurent,
Popsy,
Nexus?
and those
Or
she
not?
was chosen to lead.
Amun.
She tells you to stay back. This is her fight. It has not.
What the fuck? Why does he join and then not talk? Hello?
She had a life before you were born, you know. Dark. Here it comes. The past
Leroy.
coming to haunt the present.
Alright, alright. Kick, kick. Did I just hear my own voice? What the fuck is going on here? It's coming out of Laurent's mic. Oh. Too late. Bad time to start. Please no jungle. Please no jungle. Please no jungle. Please no. Fuck! Fuck! How do you even play jungle in fucking Nexus Blitz? No, like for real.
What happened?
How do you even do this? How do you play jungle in Nexus Blitz?
This is two junglers, that's it.
Yeah, but like, what do you do? Like, I don't understand.
You clear jungle till you hit level 6 and then just team fight.
You must go through fire and
I
water
guess I'll
to
just
make
play
it
fucking Gnar.
Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood
We do
is
it.
thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It will take you
course
to
it
the
didn't
shore as
fit.
long as you go with the flow.
And new shaker bottle for $1.50. What's
You said
supposed
what
to be
with
in
your
here?
words?
Huh?
What did you say?
What did you just say?
I said you said what with your words, and then you got.
Yeah.
Oh my
New
god, I
shaker
forgot
bottle
that
for
Nexus Blitz is
$1.50.
blind picks. This can happen. No, there's a Hecarim and a Viego on that team. And a Volibear and a Sims. Their team is way tankier than ours.
Yeah, but the
Oh, well.
games are also way shorter, so they have to get fed earlier. They just lose.
I guess. Let's see what happens. Because I'm a Gnar jungle, and I got a space suit in the dream.
But yeah, I got a shaker bottle for $1.50 at Walmart. I guess it was supposed to be in the clearance section and nobody moved it. And where were you gonna ride it, Anthony? Not with my dad sitting there.
Death is not to
No,
be
with all the
feared
junk
by
still in
one
my
who
car.
has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live
So
on
their
in you.
jungle is Viego Singed. But they have a Hecarim who's not a jungle.
The creature is hungry for more.
Lane Hecker was
Nothing is
fucking
going
garbage.
to stand
This
in its
dude is gonna
way
get his
now.
ass locked.
Like, even Lane, like, he doesn't have any tools for Lane. Like, at all.
Oh, yeah, it's wave clear, but that's it. He
Yeah,
can't
but wave
trade
clear,
and
wave
clear at the
doesn't
same
really
time.
exist at the beginning.
If a sacrifice
Nobody
is made
has
for
wave
someone
clear at
else,
level 1,
it's
2.
not lost. It passed on. Life
No,
must
there's
go
no
on.
chance that wave clear one.
Real sacrifice comes from love and
Lilia?
necessity. When all
She
other
can't kill the
options are
wave in one
exhausted.
ability.
The
She
ultimate
has
test of
the
caution
ability to hit
is the
multiple
willingness
things with
to
her
give
Q
up
though.
anything.
Yeah, but it's not
Her
wave
wave clear is
clear,
better.
that's
Her
just-
wave clear is better than most champs. Like I'm not
Yeah,
saying
but
wave
it's-
clear has to be you instantly killing the wave. It's just
What you do for
A
yourself
non-arbitrary
lies
stat that some champs
within. What
have.
you do for your kin remains.
Do I get this frost
and
one
makes
on
you
him to chase
immortal
people? Now
in
this
their
map is
memory.
small. I don't think that matters. I've never used this. What is this? Challenging smite? What's the difference between the Ember Knife and the Hail
As
Bolt?
the moment fades and is lost,
Ember Knife is challenging smite. Champions deal less damage to you smite, and take a percentage of the damage you deal as a damage over time, extra damage over time.
Ember Knife it is.
Refillable. Left side.
There it is.
And you just want to help Hecarim with that camp that he's at.
Nari's adorable.
Because who wants to do
Look
what
at him.
now? Try and keep them together. Hecarim's Q can clear it pretty easy. Smite that ground though.